Hello all. In today's lecture, we are going to study one more case for determining the residential status of an individual. The question says, Mr. X came to India from Canada for the first time on 3rd October 2019. He returned to his home country after staying in India up to 28 September 2020. Will he be a resident in India for the assessment year 2021 and 21-22? So as we all know that first of all we have to check whether the person is a resident of India or non-resident. To confirm that the person is resident or non-resident, he has to satisfy any one condition. So either he should be in India for a minimum period of 182 days in the previous year, or if he is not able to satisfy this condition, he should satisfy this condition. That means he should be in India for 60 days in the previous year and 365 days in the 4 years immediately preceding the previous year. Once he has satisfied any one of the condition, or we can say once he is proved to be the resident of India for that particular financial year, then the next step is to see whether that resident is an ordinary resident or resident but not ordinary resident. So let's see in this case, since we have to calculate for assessment year 2021 and 21-22. So first of all, let's calculate for the previous year 2019-20. Mr. X came to India on 3rd October. So as you all know that our financial year starts from April till March. So he is coming on 3rd October. So let's say he will be in India on October 19, November 19, December 19, January 20, February 20 and March 20. Now let's see for how many days he was in India in the month of October. Since he came to India on 3rd October, so we are going to calculate the number of days starting from 3rd till 31st, because the day of arrival or day of leaving India is also calculated. So in October, he was in India for 29 days. There are 31 days in October. For 1st and 2nd October, he was not there, so 29 days. In November, he was there for 30 days. In December, he was there for 31 days. In January, he was in India for 31 days. February 20 is a leap year. So in leap year, there are 29 days in month of February. So in February, he was there for 29 days. And in March, he was there for 31 days. So let's calculate the total number of days. Total number of days are 29 plus 30 plus 31 plus 31 plus 29 plus 31. So there are total of 181 days. And before 1920, he didn't came to India. So in the previous year, the total days for which he was in India was 181, which means he is not able to satisfy the first basic condition. And if we are going to see the second basic condition, in the second condition in 1920, he was in India for 181 days. But before that, he didn't came to India, so he was in India for 0 days. So that means he is neither satisfying the first condition nor he is satisfying the second condition. So we can say that Mr. X is non-resident for previous year 2019-20. Now let's see whether he is a resident or non-resident for the previous year 21-22. So in 21-22, he left India on 28 September. That means for the year 21-22 means for the assessment year 21-22, which means the previous year 20-21, he was in India in the month of April, May, June, July, August, and in September he was in India for 28 days. So let's see. In April there are 30 days. In May 31, June 30, July 31 and August 31. So let's see the total number of days. He was in India for 30 days plus 31 plus 30 plus 31 plus 31, and so that means again in the financial year, or you can say previous year 2021, he was in India for 181 days. which means he is not satisfying the first basic condition. Now let's see the second basic condition. In 2021, he was in India for 181 days, and we have already calculated that in 2019-20, he was in India for 181 days, and before that he was not in India. So that means if we are going to see the second basic condition, which says that in the previous year he should be in India for 60 days, and before the previous year, that means in the 4 years immediately preceding the relevant previous year, he should be in India for 365 days. And he was in India for 181 days only. So that means he is not satisfying any of the basic condition, which says that Mr. X is non-resident for previous year 2020-21. That means he was neither a resident in previous year 1920, neither he was a resident in previous year 2021. So that means in both the year he was non-resident of India. Though his total stay was more than 182 days, but this total stay was split into 2 different years. So in case of residential status, we have to calculate the residential status for each year. So if we are going to calculate for each year, in each year he was in India for 181 days each, which was less than 182 days. So he will be considered as a non-resident. That's all for this case, and in the next video we will come with a new case of the residential status of an individual. Thank you.